Welcome guys to the rugby cabin. Today we are checking out last weekend's game between the All Blacks and the Wallabies, and we are previewing the game going into this one at Eden Park this coming Saturday. But first we are checking out the game last week in Perth. Many of us would have thought that the All Blacks will pull that one through or at least win the Wallabies. I thought that the All Blacks were going to get a bonus point or something and make it harder for the Springboks to claim the rugby championship, but that did not happen. But yeah, it was a very good game for Australia, and well done for them getting the win. They definitely deserve that win after the things they've been through with Israel Folau, and yeah, they've been in a very hard place this last couple of months. So yeah, let's go briefly through the highlights of the game between the All Blacks and Australia, and we see what happened. So we have the first try coming up on the 9th minute. It's got a Betty passing it, and Coleman with a long pass. O'Connor gets it and offloads it very good to Reece Hodge, but then goes on to score a try after Australia got a penalty. So yeah, that's just the contribution that O'Connor is bringing to this team. Not long after that, the All Blacks were striking back, and it was Kevin Reid giving a ball to Anton Leonard-Brown and Jack Hughes into space. All he needed was that space to get the trip kick going. Very scrappy looking piece of play there, but Anton Leonard-Brown managed to dot down the ball. And that's how we know the All Blacks, they can strike back from anywhere, any place on the field, and they got the try. 4 minutes after the All Blacks struck back, they managed to do it again, and this time around it was Baden Barrett getting a long pass over the top to Dane Coles. Dane Coles giving an inside pass to Aaron Smith, and then he gave a good fashion pass to Rika Iohane to finish it off. Most guys would complain that that pass was forward from Aaron Smith, but a very good try there from the All Blacks. And as the game went on, we see something that might be some people consider the game changer, and it is the 39th minute, and Scott Barrett gets a shoulder charge on one of the Aussie players' heads. Some would say that Scott Barrett was just going into the tackle and the guy ran into his shoulder, but there were no intent for him to lift his arm or wrap with his arms around the tackled player. The Wallabies were taking the lead going into half-time, being up 16 points to 12. And 5 minutes into the second half, so the Wallabies scored right before halftime, and 5 minutes after halftime, this happened. They were on the 5-meter line from the try line, and Nick White gave a skip pass to the lock there, Rory Arnold, and he managed to just basketball it there to his partner to just score that try. And yeah, very good capitalizing from the Australian team there. Only 3 minutes after that, Australia were getting their momentum going. A nice pass to Kurtley Beale and to Korobeti. He takes it into contact, and Samu Kerevi picks up right across the ruck, and it was Samu Kerevi and received the ball, and he managed to get past 3 All Blacks players. Jonah Lamu style there, bumping Baden Barrett, giving it an inside pass ball, and Nick White diving over for a try. And when we thought that it was over for the All Blacks, they managed to strike back. Maunga passes it straight to Barrett, who then calls for the ball, runs straight through the 2 forwards who were in the backline defense. He spotted the weakness in the Aussie defense and went straight over for a very good try. And then we'll see in the 61st minute, Australia getting themselves very close up to the try line. They can sniff it and it is Koroi Betty who managed to see the space. There were no one defending the back of the ruck, and he just picks up, went straight over, scored Australia's next try. Not long after that, Australia getting a sniff of the try line once again, and Guinea getting a nice pass behind to Matamua, and Reese Hodge receiving it from a corner, cut straight in behind Ioane, and that is a try for the second try for Reese Hodge. All Blacks kicked off. Kieran Reid doing his trick. Usually he's always getting the ball out of the air from the kickoffs, and he just smacks the ball backwards. You know that anybody's gonna catch it, and this time Laumape gets the ball. He went straight over. He is a very big fella, but he has pace in those legs, and he went straight over, and you can say that the All Blacks are busy hitting back, but it wasn't, because 2 minutes to go, Australia were just finding that pace once again, getting momentum, and we saw a nice inside pass to Curtly Beale, running a direct cut through line, just cut straight through the defense. That was the game, a bonus point for Australia. And yeah, that was Australia really deserved this win. And when we take a look at the stats, it's not only the scoreboard where Australia managed to win, but also on the position. Ball position, Australia having 65% against New Zealand's 35%. That's massive. Territory, 76% for Australia and only 26% for New Zealand. They were camping in New Zealand's territory. And clean breaks, Australia 22 against New Zealand 6. Penalties, this is one where the Kiwis will have to take a look at, and it is 8 penalties for New Zealand and only 4 for Australia. Now we're going to take a look at the game going into this Saturday. What a game is going to be. I think that crowd attendance is going to be 100% full. They're playing on Eden Park. The fun fact is that Australia haven't won in New Zealand in 22 games. It's been a while for them. They last won in New Zealand 2001. But let's take a look at the squads. The squads has been out, and we'll take a look at the Wallaby squad first. Not a lot of changes. I don't think there are any changes actually, but interesting, Adam Ashley Cooper is on the bench. I'm not sure if he was on the bench last week, but maybe I missed it, but he's on the bench. Who would have thought that he would play for Australia in 2019? Big names once again there, James O'Connor, and he had a very good game against the All Blacks. He's shining. Nick White again starting at 9, and Woginia on the bench, and Samu Karevi. And then let's take a look at the New Zealand squad. There are actually a few changes now that I think about it. Yeah, it's as if they wanted to get some Crusader power into that starting lineup, because we have the likes of Sevu Reece starting on the wing. I don't know if it's going to be his debut, but I'm very excited to see him playing for New Zealand. And partnering with him on the other side of the wing is going to be George Breach. George Breach coming from the bench, subbing Ben Smith. No, Rico Ioane, I think. I'm not sure if I saw him on the bench, but he's not there. Then obviously we have Baden Barrett again at fullback. And yeah, we have a third string lock coming in at in the starting lineup for New Zealand, and it's Patrick Tuipulotu. Wow, so it's Bodie Metallic and Scott Barrett who is not there. So yeah, Patrick Tuipulotu is going to start alongside Sam Whitelock, and no Owen Franks as well. He's not there, so there are a few names who Steve Hansen just erased out of the Matchday 23 squad. So it's going to be a very interesting game. The Players Low Cup is on the line for the All Blacks. They have to defend it in their own backyard. Australia can win the game. And Australia haven't won the Bledisloe Low Cup since 2002. So it's been a few years for Australia with no silverware from that section. So yeah, it's gonna be a very great game. My predictions is that it's going to be tough, but I think New Zealand is going to go past. They're gonna go past Australia. But yeah guys, thank you for watching, and like and subscribe to this channel. That guy with the bike, he also likes this video. But anyway, good day.